discussing graph theory. Actually, I did not prepare any prepared PPT. I'll just write down and every day I'll share these notes to you. Okay. Is my voice audible? Is it fine?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Yeah. We'll start the basics. Basically, we'll see the definition of what is a graph and some terminology related to the graph theory. So basically, graph, when you say graph, there are two. One is a non-directed graph, and second one is directed graph. But majority of the portion in our 15th unit will be discussing non-directed graphs only. Okay. So first, let us see what is a normally when we say graph, we are talking about a non-directed graph only. Okay. Unless until explicitly I say directed graph. Otherwise, if I simply use the word graph, means I am talking about non-directed graph. Okay. So fine. Yeah. So let me explain quickly what is this graph or non-directed graph. So a non-directed graph is represented as G is a two-tuple V comma E, where V is set of nodes. Am I audible? Yeah. V set of nodes are we can also call as vertices. Basically, V for the word vertices. Okay, and E is set of edges. That's all. Only two things. Graph means there are only two things: the set of vertices and set of edges. So these are it's called a graph. Now let me give some examples. So this circle one we call as vertices, and the connecting one are called edges. Let us take this is an example of a graph. Here A, B, C, D, these are the vertices, and edges you can see AB is connected, AD is connected, AC is connected, BC is connected, and so on. Anyhow, if you see this particular edge, this edge I can call it as either AB or BA also. Okay. These are the vertices. And what are the edges in this? I already told you I can call this edge as either AB or BA, it is fine. Then AD, then AC, then BC. Total there are 4 edges, right? So this is a graph. So graph basically contains two things: vertices and the edges. And an edge will connect any two vertices, maybe different or same also. Okay. Now, with respect to this, there are some terminology. So for example, first term is what is order of the graph? Order of the graph. The order of the graph is nothing but a number of vertices. We call as mod G of V, which means number of vertices. So how many vertices are there in this? How many vertices are there in the above graph?
4.
Yeah. So the order of the graph is 4. And another term is size of the graph. Size of the graph. What could be the size of the graph? Any guess? What could be the size?
Number of edges.
Yeah, it is a number of edges. Number of edges in the graph. And in this case, how many edges are there? Of course, edges also same 4. Okay, so order, size. Okay, and there are a few more terms we'll see. Yeah. Now, yeah. Now let me tell you degree of a vertex. Degree of a vertex. Another term. Degree of a vertex. Basically, what is a vertex? If you see the earlier graph, so these are the vertices. Maybe I may not write the same graph. Let me try another one. So let us take this is another graph, right? How many? What is the order in this? Can you please quickly respond? Anyone?
4, sir.
4.
Yeah. What is the size of this graph?
5, sir.
Yeah, 5 edges are there. Okay. Now here we are talking about a term called degree of a vertex. What is degree of A? So degree of A refers to how many vertices, how many edges are there, how many edges are there at the vertex A is degree of the vertex. Tell me how many edges are there at the vertex A?
3.
3, sir.
Yeah, see, it's very clear. 1, 2, 3. So degree of A, we say it is 3. Okay. Similarly, what is degree of B? That means how many edges are there at the vertex B? What is the degree of B?
2.
Fast.
2, sir.
Yeah. Quickly, what is degree of C?
3.
And degree of D?
2.
So this is one important term normally we will be referring degree of a vertex. Okay. And with respect to this, there is another word called isolated vertex. Isolated vertex. Can anybody guess what could be isolated vertex? What do you mean by isolation?
Separation from all.
Yeah, separation. So therefore, what could be the degree of a isolated vertex?
1.
No.
0.
Yeah. For example, let me draw a graph for you. Okay. Now see, let's say these are the vertices A, B, C, D, E. What is the degree of A?
1.
1. So A is not to any other vertex. Then F is called isolated vertex. Okay. So isolated vertex is what? a vertex whose degree is 0 is called isolated vertex. Okay, is it fine up to this? So in this case, degree of f is 0, so f is isolated vertex. Okay, so this is all about isolated vertex. Now let us see a directed graph. So the difference between a graph and a directed graph, a non-directed graph and a directed graph is only the edge contains the direction in case of directed graph. Okay, so let me give a simple example. Okay, it also contains the vertices like in non-directed graph. I am taking 5. Whereas edge contains the direction. Each edge contains direction. Okay. So this is called directed graph. Now the only difference is it also contains vertices. The only thing is that edges has a direction. Okay. Just in this, what are the vertices in this? Can anyone quickly respond?
C, D, E.
V equal to, in this case, the vertices are A, B, C, D, E. So the order is 5. And what are the edges? This now coming to this specific, this particular edge. Now I must call it as AB only. Why? Because it's a directed edge. I must call this as AB only. I cannot call it as a BA. Whereas if you see the earlier graph here, this edge in case of a non-directed graph, I can call that as either AB or here it is a directed, right? So I must call that as a AB. There is no alternative. So AB. Then what are the other edges? EA, DE, and D, and DC, and CB. Okay, that's all. How many edges are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah. So these are the edges. Okay. Now with respect to this directed graph, now we have this terms. There is no degree term, degree of a vertex. We have two terms. One is in degree and another one is out degree. Okay. In degree and another one is the out degree. Okay, what do you mean by that? Now let me see this. Yeah. Let me take another graph. Okay. Now, there are two terms with respect to a directed graph when I talk about the degree of a vertex. Suppose if I take degree of A, now there are two things. In degree, in degree of A. This is also called as, all this terminology is important, degree plus of A. That means how many edges that are going towards that vertex A. How many edges that are going towards that vertex A. Can anyone tell me how many edges are going towards A?
One edge.
1.
One edge. What is that edge? Can anybody name?
D.
Which is the edge which is
A.
running from D to A,
D.
right? Yeah. So therefore, in degree of A is 1. Okay. Similarly, what is the in degree of B?
Three.
3.
There are 3 edges. What is the in degree of C?
1.
Yeah, it is 1. And what is the in degree of
0.
0.
0.
0. Okay. And let us see the out degree also. Out degree of A, this is also written as degree minus of A. So out degree of A, of course, you can easily guess how many edges that are going away from A is out degree of A. So what is the out degree of A?
1.
1.
1. And what is the out degree of B?
0.
0. And what is the out degree of C?
1.
1.
Okay. And what is the out degree of D?
2.
3.
3. Out degree of D is 3. Okay. Please make a note. Sum of in degrees should be equal to sum of the out degrees in any directed graph. Sum of in degrees of all vertices should be equal to sum of out degrees of all vertices. Okay. So in this case, what is the sum here? Sum of the degrees is 5 we got. So therefore here also we must got total 5.
4, sir.
Sum 1 plus 3 plus 1. Okay. Is it fine?
Yes, sir.
Fine? Yeah. Next one is, yeah, there is a term called with respect to non-directed graph. So that's all. We don't discuss much about the directed graph. Now we'll continue discussing with the non-directed graph only. Now if let us take another graph, non-directed graph we are talking. Okay. The two important points that we specify. Okay. Now here, what is the degree of A? Basically, this we call as a self loop. See, this particular edge is running from A to A only. That edge is running from A to A. We call that as a loop or self loop. Okay. So in this case, what is the degree of A? Anyhow, this is one edge. This is another edge, right? Two are anyhow visible. And when I take a self loop basically contributes a degree 2 to that vertex. Okay. So therefore here degree of A we say it is 4. Okay. And what is the degree of B? The degree of B, how many edges are there?
3, 4, 4.
1, 2, 3, 4. What is degree of C?
1,
Degree of D? 2. And degree of E is 3. So one important note is what? What is the note? A self loop will contribute a degree 2 to that vertex. Okay. So here, because of the self loop, degree of A has become 4. Okay. Now in this connection, let me explain some more terms, like what is the minimum degree in this? Of course, quite simple. What is the minimum degree in this?
1.
1,
Yeah, minimum degree of G. Let us say this is a given graph G. So minimum degree of G, in this case, normally we represent this as delta of G. Don't worry by saying these Greek letters. Minimum degree we represent with this. So in this case it is 1. Okay. What is the maximum degree?
4,
Maximum degree is, we represent as delta of G. These two are deltas only. This is a delta, this is also delta. In the Greek letter, this is a lowercase delta and this is uppercase delta. Okay. And it is 4. Okay. So minimum degree of a graph, maximum degree of a graph also sometimes we will be referring. Okay, with these expressions. Now, let us take another graph. So in this, what is the minimum degree?
2,
What is the maximum degree?
2,
Okay, so this kind of graphs we call as two regular graph. Okay, or in general, let me give K regular graph. K regular graph. Okay. A graph G is said to be K regular graph if delta of G equal to capital delta of G equal to K. Is it clear, meaningful? That means in that graph, the minimum degree equal to maximum degree equal to K, then we can call that as a K regular graph. Okay. So there is a small task. Can anyone draw 3 regular graph for me? 3 regular graph. I want 3 regular graph.
Sir,
Yeah.
A2B and A and B are having self loops.
Okay. Fine. Other than self loops, let us say there is no self loop.
Square with
Yeah. So of course you can draw many ways. So this is a 3 regular graph. Why? See, minimum degree equal to 3 and maximum degree is also 3. Okay. So these are called K regular graphs, where the minimum degree equal to maximum degree equal to K. Okay. Now there is one important theorem. We'll see that first. Okay. This theorem is called the first theorem of graph theory. Of course, we just give the statement on first theorem of graph theory. So it tells you that you take any non-directed graph, the sum of degrees of all the vertices is always equivalent to 2 into number of edges. Okay, that is the theorem statement. In any non-directed graph, the sum of degrees of all vertices is equal to 2 into number of edges. You take any non-directed graph and you take the sum of the degrees of all the vertices. That sum should be always equal to 2 into number of edges. Okay, that mathematically we write as sigma degree of V equal to 2 into number of edges. You take any non-directed graph, sum of degrees of all the vertices, where this V belongs to the set of vertices V. Okay, let's take one example just to realize this. Okay, so in this, what is it? Let's say A, B, C, D. So what is the degree of A? What is the degree of A? I'm audible?
3, sir.
Yeah. So sum of the degrees is A degree is 3, then B
1.
1, C
1.
and D 1. Okay. So this is your LHS. Total it is 6. And how many edges are there?
3.
3.
2 into 3. Okay. Is it tallying? Not only for this. You take any. So it's a proved long back, very long back. Okay, ancient theorem. Okay. You take any non-directed graph. Okay. In that, the sum of degrees of all the vertices is always equal to 2 into number of edges. So this is one of the important popular theorem. This is also called as the first theorem of the graph theory. Okay. Next, based on this, there is one more important sub-theorem we can call as. These two theorems are there on the page number 440 and 441. Of course, only two lines explanation is given in the textbook also. You can refer this. Okay. So what is this sub-theorem is? Based on this. The sub-theorem is telling very simple point. Of course, very common sense point. So we know that in any non-directed graph, the sum of degrees of all the vertices is 2 into number of edges. Okay. And the vertices in that graph, you take any graph, there could be some vertices with odd degree and some vertices with the even degree. Suppose here if we take what is the degree of A? 3, B is 1, C is 1, D is 1. So tell me how many vertices are there with the odd degree?
4.
Yeah. Now if you take this, what is the degree of this? It is 3, 3, 3, 3. How many vertices are there with the odd degree? Huh? How many are there with the odd degree?
4.
Yeah. So the sub-theorem statement is very simple. In any non-directed graph, there should be even number of vertices. Even number of vertices with odd degree. So this point is very, very important. You take any non-directed graph, there should be even number of vertices with odd degree. There must be even number of vertices with odd degree. So how we prove this? So the proof is very simple. Let us say the given vertices are V. So V I am divided into two sets, W and U, where W is the set of vertices with even degree, let us say. That means given vertices, I am dividing into two groups. The vertices with even degree, the vertices with the odd degree, only two groups. Okay, and the vertices with even degree, that subset I am calling as a W, and U, it is a set of vertices with odd degree. Am I right? Why? Because if you take any vertex, the degree could be either even or odd. Let's say I have some n vertices. Out of n, few may be even degree, few may be odd degree. Okay. So total vertices are V, and that I am divided into two groups. One group is degree with the even vertices with the even degree. Another group is vertices with the odd degree. Okay. Now see here, sigma V belongs to capital V, degree of V. That means sum of degrees of all the vertices. This should be equal to sum of the vertices whose degree is odd. So degree V plus sum of the vertices, sum of the degrees of the vertices whose degree is even. Okay, so let us say it is U. Now understand this equation. Nothing great I did. If you want, I'll give a simple example. Now see here, just to understand this equation, I'm giving a small example. A, B, C, D. Now tell me what is V in this? What is capital V? What are the vertices?
A, B, C, D.
It is A, B, C, D. Okay. What is W in this case? Can anyone tell me what is W? What is W basically? W is a set of vertices with even degree. Now tell me out of these four, what are the vertices with even degree?
B, D.
BD.
Yeah. So W basically the vertices B and D comes under W. Now what is U?
AC.
Yeah, what is U? Basically, U is set of vertices with odd degree. So U is AC. Is it clear up to this? Now my point is,
Yes, sir.
sum of degrees of all the vertices is equal to sum of the degrees of these vertices plus sum of the degrees of these vertices. Quite natural, right? Nothing great equation I have written here. So that is the step here. Now coming to this next point, sum of degrees of all the vertices just now we have seen, this is always equal to 2 into number of edges. Okay. Just now we have seen, right? 2 into number of edges. Now this is equal to. Now tell me, W is what? Set of vertices with even degree. Am I right? W is set of vertices with the even degree. Now tell me what could be this quantity? Will it be a even or odd? Or it could be maybe both. Both possibilities are there. W is set of vertices with even degree. Then when I add all those even numbers, will I get even or odd?
Even number.
Am I right? It is always even because what is W? Please say, observe carefully. W is what? It is set of vertices with even degree. Now all such even degrees if I add, that means all even numbers I add, I always get an even. Now observe carefully. So therefore this quantity is even. And to that matter, 2 into mod E, will it be even or odd or both?
Even.
Even.
This will be always even. Why? Because 2 into something. Observe carefully. See, even plus something, I am getting even. So what must be this quantity?
Even.
This quantity must be even. It can't be odd, right? Okay, this quantity must be. So this must be even. And what is this quantity? What is this quantity? What is V? What is V? Sorry, what is this U?
Set of vertices with odd.
Set of vertices with odd degree.
Odd degree.
So the set of vertices with odd degree, when I add, I should get always a even number. When that is possible? Will it be possible with the odd number of vertices with odd degree?
Yes, sir.
Will it be possible?
We add odd, both are odd, then we'll get even as well.
No. See, U is all vertices with odd degree only. But when I take that sum, the sum must be even. When that is possible?
Even number of vertices with odd
Yeah.
degree.
So that is the theorem. There should be even number of vertices with odd degree. That is the theorem. Okay. So this is all about chapter 1 in the graph theory. Maybe tomorrow we have a class. Since first day after a long time, I'm also not getting good energy. I'm slowly picking up. Tomorrow, when you have our
Third hour. 12.
third hour, 12 o'clock, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, 12 o'clock we'll discuss some more points, and it's my promise. I definitely complete your 5th unit. Maybe I will take 1 or 2 hours in the night also. Okay, I complete. Okay, I'll give the notes to you, like this running notes I'll share to you, and I'll give 1 or 2 exercise questions also for the practice. I'll give page numbers for the practice. Okay. So meanwhile, you subjects, I think remaining subject syllabus are over.